Oh my God, right? This is what one of my friends actually said to me a little while ago. And this friend actually said that they had heard that property prices in Dubai might go down after the Expo 2020 ends. And I'm getting a lot of people coming to me and saying, look, prices are too high. We expect them to come down after Expo 2020, so we'll purchase there. And everybody who has purchased is thinking, what if prices come down after Expo 2020? What do you think? Show real first. All right, welcome back. So my friend was actually asking me, because they've already bought a home, purchased a home about 6-7 months ago, which was an ideal time because prices were low, maybe about a year ago, right? Which prices were even lower, right? During the pandemic. And they were worried because maybe the neighbor, the doctor, the auntie, the mother, the grandmother, or maybe the dog said something about the prices in Dubai with respect to real estate going down after the Expo 2020, right? So what do you gotta do, right? If you're not a real estate expert, you feel scared, you've bought this property, what if the prices go down, right? Let's forget the part that they're actually living in the house. It's not a income generating asset. They have the safety, security, not to deal with the landlord, which has its own perks, right? Let's even forget all of that, because that's a very year one or kindergarten argument for me to explain to my friend that, you know, don't worry, you don't have a landlord, even if the prices go down, don't worry, you're not selling the house anyways, so it's all good, all awesome. I approached this in a separate way. First of all, I told my friend, well, look, you know, you could get a strategy session with me. It's only $1,000. It's actually pretty darn cheap, right? But I'll give you a few things right now and we'll get the clock ticking immediately. So I'll actually explain to you why you shouldn't be worried, right? I was actually telling my friend that Dubai as a city, United Arab Emirates as a country, is so far ahead in terms of adding value to people's lives, to the city, enriching your experience. Name me one other country, I think maybe one other country. Jidu, does another country have a minister of happiness? Any other country? Google it. Let me know before the video is over, right? No other country has a minister of happiness. They're actually catering to not just satisfying you or giving you service par excellence, they're actually going further ahead and giving you service par happiness, right? They don't just want you to be happy about this, satisfied with the service and say, oh, the service was good. They want you to be happy living in the city. So name one other city, right? And then I was trying to explain this to my friend, but then my friend actually brought this up and told me that, look, right outside our villa, you know, there's this, we call it a U-turn. That's a very English terminology, I think. I don't think the US has this. US is more traffic signals, but you know, the U-turn is very far. It's a new development. So we've petitioned the Roads and Transport Authority to build a roundabout. And you know, so I joked with my friend and I said, like, look, send me the petition. Maybe I could do something about it. And lo and behold, right at that instant, my friend said, you know, the roundabout's just about getting completed, right? And it's going to come online and we and other people will be able to use it pretty soon, right? I said, awesome, right? And this was boom, right? The example I wanted to give my friend. And I wanted to say, look, name me one other country or city in the world where you can actually get that done in such a smooth manner, in such a fast way. That roundabout is probably going to cost $500,000 dirhams, 2 million dirhams, 3 million dirhams. I'm not sure about the actual cost, but it's going to actually cost, right? It's not going to be for free. It's going to be actually Venezuela and UAE. So Venezuela has a minister of happiness, but unfortunately Venezuela's, you know, it's got its own issues, right? We don't want to put down a country. I think, you know, my last client was Venezuelan, and then he talked about how the Venezuelan economy is not really that great at the moment, even though. Okay, and in India, Madhya Pradesh was the first state to have a happiness department, which is really good, right? So India also had a happiness department, you know, but they thought small though. Department of Happiness, yeah? The UAE said Minister of Happiness, yeah? Then soon they'll say, in the UAE they'll have like a happiness city. They might rename a certain part of the city. They might say, okay, call it Happiness City, yeah? Okay, so they'll think big. Anyway, so coming back to this, I explained to my friend, like, name me one other country where you could actually get a roundabout made. I remember when I was in York University in Canada, we had 55,000 people, professors and students coming on campus, 1,200 buses. The TTC and the GO would come onto campus, right? I used to work with parking and security services and infrastructure and services, so I know these numbers. And we had 11,000 parking spots on campus, right? But the subway or the metro station or the tube, whatever, what have you, the furthest spot it used to come was about 10 to 12 minutes away from the campus, right? To get this, I remember it took 15 years to build this much needed thing, right? Because they had to do environmental studies, which is great, right? They want to protect the environment. They had to announce it to the public. They had to have public briefings, public meetings, but you take 15 years, right? If you minus the kind of carbon that was being produced by those buses, 1,200 a day, and then imagine how many buses a year, okay, so 4 months the university is off, and then 11,000 cars, blah, blah, blah. You cut the carbon in half, right, if you are so environmentally minded, right? I'm in the middle, right? Not too environmentally minded, not a fanatic to burn the environment, right? But think about it, right? It takes 15 years to build a much needed extension to a metro line that's super needed, right? This is a super case, 55,000 students, 1,200 plus buses coming on campus, 11,000 car parking spots, which would sometimes fill up to half or even overflow, right? Because I used to work there. I used to have people coming and saying, oh, we couldn't find a parking anywhere. And then they would cuss at us and then they would leave, right? The point I'm trying to make is what other city does this? Dubai does it, right? Dubai took their suggestion into account and implemented it, right? Cost 100,000, 500,000, maybe about $1 million. But that's what matters. And that was my answer to my friend. Sorry, a little bit long-winded, but my answer to my friend was the day Dubai stops adding value to the city is when you need to worry about the prices going down. Because even if they do go down and Dubai keeps adding more value, that's fine. No worry. Happy living. Ciao for now. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. My name is Fahd Dawood. I've been doing this for 15 plus years. I started in 2006 in Toronto, Canada, and since 2007, I've been practicing real estate in Dubai. If you want to work with me, reach out. There's a forum and a mobile number that you can reach out to be able to work with me. I do paid consulting to help you with my services. My team and myself are available. If you like the video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends so that they may be able to benefit from the advice given here. My goal is to invest in your life and your future. Thanks for watching.